As I get older, I'm starting to realize the lifestyles of people like Punch Made Dev, License, who I always play in the background, just like extremists, I guess you could say. And the reason why is because I'm starting to realize that the whole world is just a fucking big ass scam. So these people just end up playing by their own rules instead of playing by this system that's, bet against them anyways. So first of all, I want to talk about like people like Punch Made Dev for a little bit. Just all the people that scam. You know what I mean? I personally know a lot of people that do it. I actually have never done it myself, but I do know a lot of people that do it, and I kind of understand now why the fuck they do it, and it's because who the fuck wants to work at these jobs that just don't pay you enough? I'm not talking about just the actual, the work of it, like getting up and going to work. I'm talking about like just all the fucking bullshit that comes with it outside of the actual job place. And what I mean by that is just everything is just too fucking expensive and you can never live the life that you want unless you, create a business. But I'm not talking about business owners. I'm talking about straight 9 to 5. So why go to work, deal with these annoying managers and shit, all this stuff, and then also like annoying customers, and come home and then you barely have enough to fucking eat. If you want a girlfriend, that's extra money you can't save up. If you want a kid, I don't even know like how much that is, but I understand why the fuck these people do it, and it's because they want to live a fucking good life. I understand if everyone did this, there would be no society. So if you take this to the thousandth degree, I 100% am wrong in what I'm saying. But I'm just letting you guys know that I understand the other side. And people like License, who I always play in the background of these videos, and Squeeze and shit, everything in this world fucking sucks in terms of like, it's just boring as shit. Like, how many times have you gone fucking golfing, you know what I mean? Or bowling or whatever the fuck? It's just not fun. Um, and I'm not saying, to have fun, you have to go on a highway and risk your life, risk other people's lives, and do a whole bunch of other type of shit. I'm just saying, like, I kind of get that they feel this fucking thrill from driving like fucking maniacs because the world can seem so dry sometimes, like just super fucking dead. Everything is like so industrialized, and the rush that these people get from fucking breaking the law, running from cops, I fully understand why they do it. I understand why. Video games are all fucking ass, and not that shit is just not fun. To be honest, I've just been waiting on GTA 6 for the past like 3 years, and they just extended the deadline too. I get why these people do these things. I'm not saying I condone them, but like, I get where they're fucking coming from. And another thing too is like, you have to understand these people just grow up in the fucking hood. Like, they're not gonna fit in at these corporate fucking jobs, even at trades and shit. Like, they'd much rather just do all the risk the jail time and just like fuck it. Like, who cares? Because it's gonna be hell for them to show up to these jobs because they just didn't grow up in like professional environments. You know what I mean? And again, I know that this entire video is cope. Trust me. Like, be a fucking man, go to work, stop being a pussy. But at the end of the day, I'm just acknowledging why I know these people do these things. Because now look at like these people like License and Punch Made Dev. They now have these personal brands which they can become lucrative off of. That's why I created this fucking channel, is to hopefully actually have some sort of community that like I like and gives me fucking hope, because everything in this fucking world is so corporate. Everything fucking sucks. Like, that's the reason why I'm hiding my face. And I don't want to live like that anymore. But up until I get a bag, that's what it's gonna be.